just heard the water cook off.
which is a good thing.
Which water are you going to use today? Because you're going to do the two-tone pieces. The dark water?
I could use the dark water.
Okay.
Which means I need to move this.
It's soggy cold. That's red.
And it's black. Black.
Heavy?
Oh yeah.
There we go. Do you want me to? It's enough. No, I don't want to put the hot water. I don't want to dump some of that water out. Pull this little guy.
Yes.
The water catch under the wheel is very full.
For some odd reason.
And we'll be dumping cold water out yesterday, and the day before. Go. Actually using this door.
Yeah.
There we
Go. This way.
go. Heather Ann Armstrong and Juliana Gold. Hello. Put this back under the drip. And there we go. Cold water out. Now put some hot water in. I know that the first flow of water does not stay warm for very long.
Because, well, have to overcome the temperature differential.
Go.
I want to get the thing over here so I can get the
Yes.
messages.
Scroll.
Put my hands over the warm water.
There we go.
There we go, see?
Warming your hands up. Okay.
Just slowing the descent into
Loss.
focus. Yes. You see with the if buffing my nails, oh, sort of
What?
the shine on the
Oh, yeah,
nail
'cause
that I
you
buffed
were
to
all
see. Yes, I
practicing buffing
practiced. Yes, and I practiced on my own nails. Let's see if they'll actually still be shiny after I'm finished with them. And if not, they're not.
They're not, yes.
It's just kind of like,
Any result is a result.
yeah.
Today, 5-ounce piece. Today we're doing the two-tone
And
pieces.
very. And let's say 2 others. That's it.
There we go. I know it comes up slightly differently on the two screens, even though they're signed in with the same count. Go, piece 1.
Piece number 1. Gonna be doing some half and half swirl pieces. Which are always fun.
And this is for later when I get to a bigger piece.
Yeah.
That's the one black and white piece it is.
That was pretty last week.
That's one long 12 16 ounce. Always more difficult to judge when doing it with the two-tone blocks.
Yeah, because one of the varieties of clay is very heavy and the other one's really light. They have the same shrinkage and they're the same texture. So,
Okay. There's another piece. That's a larger piece. It's 20 ounces combined. So what size we'll actually make, we shall see. And I will figure out how big the piece of the order needs to be based on that.
yeah.
Assuming it's not the right size, then I'd love
The
that.
America's watching. Good afternoon. We waited till this afternoon because the sun was out this morning and it was heating up the sun.
Warming the shop up.
Yeah, warming up the shop so we wouldn't freeze quite so much.
Right, so
This morning it was in the 30s in here again,
yeah.
and now it's 51. Let's see. Give it a little bit of shape here.
My favorite part of that is always the last step on those ones. See what pattern you got.
Let's see what you got. Okay. And now the big reveal, as it were.
Yeah. Then you do our tool. There's lots of tool cleaning with this one, with these ones, isn't there?
Yeah. I just want it to be. You don't want to smear the. So what you want to have it so you can see basically the throwing rings. So it's on how much the clay moves. See?
Nice. That is very clean on spirals.
Yeah.
How cold is it supposed to get tonight?
30s.
So again, I should
Not
take.
Not low 30s, but
Okay.
30s.
I should still take pieces down to the warmer part of the shop, more consistent temperatures.
The more, or at least do that before it gets dark.
I'd rather do it sooner than later.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it wouldn't be that long anyways.
Nope, because it's already afternoon.
I mean, there's only about 3 hours of light left.
I'm going to be actually 4 now.
That has to be cold working in the weather. Yeah, with wet hands. That's why my wash water is hot water.
Yes.
Come on, stick, damn you.
One of the sounds in the background is the kettle heating the cold water up.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Stick to that. Stick to that.
Well, I'll have one more complex spiral that's not wanting to stick.
And also, there's a space heater down there too, which does nothing for the hands, mind you. But
no.
But yeah, it's the hot water. My hands still get cold really quickly, which is the importance of the hot water. It's the hand, the left hand, that gets cold the quickest. Because the heater is on the right side. Which is a thing. Sandra is watching. Good afternoon.
Do you want 28 ounce spiral?
Yeah, let's do some of the bigger ones.
Okay.
So I think the ones that we have, all 3 of them, are smaller ones.
They're the moderately small, not the extremely small.
Yeah.
Yes, because here's what blocks look like before. Just half black, half white.
Before it's done, it looks like chocolate. But
it does. It's very much like milk chocolate colored black side before it's fired.
Yeah. That one's not having a green handle. That one is not having a handle. So it's just a.
No, it's not with a handle. So it's got they want that nice grippy shape. I don't think that piece is big enough.
No. That'll give you an idea of how much bigger.
Yeah. That one is 20 ounces. You do have a 30 ounce piece over there as well. Sounds like the water's gonna click off soon.
Which is good, right?
Yeah,
They're
that's
both
at a
the
full
same.
boil now.
They're both at the same consistency.
Oh,
this time,
good.
too. Always makes it better.
How often is the water too hot when I pour the fresh hot in?
Rarely, it is sometimes, but
Okay. Because what I am pouring in there is boiling water.
it's not too hot. So
That's
test it with the flat of my hand rather than sticking my hand
Oh
in.
yeah, that's a good way of scalding yourself.
And it's good, like, pat the water. How's it feel? Oh, that feels nice.
You play patty cake with the water.
Play patty cake with the water, yes. Because otherwise, yeah, hands would get so cold. But they're so cold that they ache. My only sensation of my, can't really feel the things too well with the tips of my fingers then. Which is just not fun.
No.
But then they hurt. And that's definitely not fun.
Here you are.
Everything over in that pile is your basic clay color right now.
Kind of a slightly reddish light brown.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this.
Oh, cool. The stripy cross section.
Yeah. It's not just on the surface.
Yep.
Big, good little clay. Because here, if I go mucking around with the base of it, it throws the balance of the whole piece off. So now I have to go like this. Or at least 90% of the time I'll do that.
There. And sometimes you get away with it.
Yeah.
That's a nice shape. See how much the shape alters when you scrape it.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now it just looks like a piece made out of black clay.
Could do here. Yes.
Oh, you're gonna do the texture.
Give it a defining line. Yeah. Most of the white must be on the inside.
It's always fascinating when that happens.
That's good. Well, that doesn't make a pretty design. Yeah. There we go. They're all different.
Yep. Okay.
Not quite sure how to pronounce that. It's got special characters.
Yes.
Hi. Thanks for watching. I'm not even going to.
Eleanor and Kevin are watching, and that is a
I missed
very
that one.
Norse looking name.
Yeah.
Gotson. That would. Yes, thank you, computer, for letting us know that it needs to be restarted later.
Later.
Later. Do
Not when we're
restart now.
streaming.
Okay, that's nice. Go away, message.
Good afternoon, all. We're waiting till the.
We waited until the sun had warmed up the sunroom nicely.
51 degrees over here. It's absolutely balmy for. That was before we turned the heater on. It was kind of nice. But did turn on the heater.
Yes,
I'll raise it up to about 60.
Yeah. That's what the heater has as a thermostat. And it's sitting, what, about 18 inches from you?
About 2 feet. Waves enthusiastically, huh?
There. Like, where's the camera pointing?
So,
How many of these do you want to make?
a bunch.
A bunch. Okay. Because
That'll
it
be
occurs to me that
the shape of the day is gonna be swirly. Well,
that's not a shape. That's
it's
a pattern.
yes.
The shape of the vessels is variable. The theme of the day.
Theme, yeah. Can have a theme. And this is why I didn't do the whole fingernail thing.
Yeah. We're going to do a friend's nails, so we
Practice
practice because
on our toenails.
Yeah, because neither of us have pretty nails. They're like and generally kept very short.
But yeah.
Frequently have clay underneath them. But we practiced on toenails instead.
So we are.
Mind you, every time I take the socks off, it's like, oh yeah, blue toenails.
Yeah. Okay. Sponge. If not a specific model, what features would you look for? Did I miss something?
Let me scroll up.
Spiral shape. Spiral is a shape.
Well, spiral is a shape.
It is
But
a
this
shape.
case, what would you recommend for a beginner's wheel?
Could go on to what is it? Bailey?
Yeah, Bailey ceramic.
Bailey, yes.
She just checked the brand on the side of the wheel. Because this is a good solid wheel.
This is a good solid wheel.
It is a Bailey 450.
Yeah. And it'll do anything you want to do. It's kind of like, it's also reversible.
Which is good if you're left-handed.
Or if you want to do the more Asian style.
Yeah.
Because it spins the other direction.
Western wheels spin one way.
Is with these, they cost about $1,000. They weren't what I was.
Yesterday morning it was here -50. That's
oh my goodness.
Oh,
that is cold.
Fahrenheit. Well, I'm glad to hear that was Fahrenheit, not C.
And where is that? Where was that at?
Where are you located? That it is so cold.
Yeah. Back east somewhere, maybe. Or up in Alaska?
Maybe.
I mean, just
someplace where tundra is a word comes to mind.
Oh.
If you were looking at used wheels, what would you look for in terms of
if you want to get one cheap, go for a Lockerbie.
A Lockerbie wheel?
A used Lockerbie.
Yeah, if you can find one available in your area, most people, it's if you can get it out of their studio or their workshop or shed, they go for dirt
because
cheap.
it's a cake wheel. Left-handed would be good because my son is totally left-handed.
Yeah, in which case you want to get one that's either reversible or like a Shimpo.
A Shimpo would be another one.
Because
you
Shimpo
can go
for left.
A lot of times you can find them used because wheels don't generally break down. They wear and wear and wear, which is good. Because I have a Shimpo. I have this one, which is the one I use every day. And then I have a Lockerbie. It's a motorized kick wheel.
Which is versatile.
It's very
versatile.
versatile.
For people who are a bit taller.
Yeah.
It's not as friendly for those who are short of leg.
Or short of having one, of not
or
having
have a bad knee.
That's why I got the motor kit for it.
Yeah. Alberta, Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that would be cold.
That would be cold.
We've been told that it's been a relatively mild winter here in Washington.
Yeah. They were predicting we were going to get like 3 or 4 days of snow. We got maybe 2.
we got
It did snow on us when we were driving yesterday, which I
It
wasn't
didn't stay.
amused about, but it didn't stay. But still, it was.
You complained.
I complained.
Well, it is also our first winter up here.
I do have 4-wheel drive vehicle.
But four-wheel drive doesn't do much good if, you've lost traction.
Yeah. I have driven in the snow a few times. Not a lot. And it's kind of like, why are you moving up there if you don't? And I go, I'll learn.
Yeah, you'll learn. It's like in California, people freak out whenever it rains.
It wasn't that bad. It was just kind of like, well, look at the weather forecast. It said it wasn't going to snow.
And then it started.
Like, then on the road, it started snowing. Okay,
I'm short. Him not so short. Trying to find one that both him and both my sons can use just for fun. One of the reversible motorized ones is probably
yeah,
the most...
that'll be your most versatile. And you could probably look up on.
Check local sources because sometimes
If you have a local ceramic shop,
they might be a good place to contact. Say you're looking for a wheel.
yeah. I mean, other than that, you get a new one, and they're going to be anywhere from $800 to $2,000. They're not cheap. When I got this one, it wasn't that much. It was only like $500-$600.
When you got it, how long ago was that?
About 12 years ago, I got this one because I was tired of
Freezing on the back, down in the
carport at the time.
Yeah.
And it was a Lockerbie, which they're big, they're heavy, and they don't move well.
Anything cake wheel is going to be large and hard to weld.
And making
Willing to
plates
save
for large flat bottom shapes. I think I could do one.
Well, I have a 30-ounce piece right here. Do you want to do a two-tone 30-ounce?
Oh,
Because
Eleanor wants to see me throw a large flat bottom thing. So I need a piece of stoneware for that.
Okay, I will go get you some warm stoneware.
Because I can do that.
But yeah, Bailey delivers this, I do believe.
Yeah, and Bailey, they will do free freight shipping when they have their sales.
And yeah, if you have a local ceramic store, definitely check them out. You might also
But yeah, you'd probably be best, getting...
And local is 100 miles or less when you're talking ceramic store.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not that big of a deal. She just went to go get the piece of stoneware clay because, well, it's in the... Or keep one bag of each color of the clay in the house right now, so it's not too cold when I go to throw it. Because throwing clay that's like 40 degrees is not very pleasant. So you just keep it in place room temperature overnight and it's fine. Oh, I need to scritch this one first.
Yes, gotta strip it down.
Strip it down. Get some basic tough. Flat bottom shapes. Are you making potter's wheel go?
Yes.
I think someone wants to see me demonstrate how to make
Something skillet-like?
something skillet-like.
So since you're going to do a large flat bottom piece,
It'd be
and
about 40,
cookware has to be heavier.
40-50 ounces.
I was thinking that 50-ish mark.
Yeah. It's always best to do it a little heavier.
Yeah.
Because you want it to survive being used.
And we use the coarser clay for this because the coarse stuff has better thermal shock.
Yeah. This wouldn't be good because
it's a fine
porcelain. And you wouldn't make a cook pot out of porcelain. It also wouldn't have the thermal
shock or thermal retention.
Are you thrilling with the warm water? Yes,
Yes.
I am. I have a electric kettle right there.
Speaking of which, since for this
Now
you're going to
have
need
to switch water.
okay, and good. That's one of the better.
Because I also
ones.
switch. I also have 3 different things of wash water. One that's white clay,
There's
one
a
that's
white.
red clay, and one that's brown clay.
There we go. You can surely see the steam on the.
See the steam.
There we go. That is a 55-ounce piece. So are you going to do one of the thrown tube handles, or are you going to do one of those broad pull handles?
That's a good question. Well, Eleanor, which would you rather me put handle-wise on this? Do one that's a thrown tube handle or a large strap handle? Because I can demonstrate that like tomorrow or something.
Well, if it's a tube handle, we'll be throwing that.
Yeah, I'd be throwing. This will be a couple minutes.
Because, yeah, it'll also affect the shape of the wall that you do on it.
Yeah. And for, centering larger pieces of clay, it's the one hand pushing down, the other one pushing in.
Either.
Okay.
Which one
I
do you
could
want to
do the thrown one.
The thrown one?
The
Okay.
tube handle.
The tube. Okay, which you want, what, 12-ish ounces? Because
Because you want something about yay long, yay big around. Because you want to be able to get a stick in there.
Like broomstick thickness.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an 11-ounce piece for the handle once you get there.
Then
If you look at the amount of force she's applying there. Yeah. You can see in the upper shot. A tube would be great because I know how to do a strap. Yeah.
this one is not the. You hear that?
Yeah, I hear the click of the bat. Means there's, I see bits of stuff on the wheel head.
Stuff. And this is because if it's a piece of clay, adding the water to it will
Dissolve?
dissolve it. And if it's on the other side of it,
It'll still dissolve it.
it'll still dissolve it because there's water there now. Oh, better now.
Yeah, no more tick, 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 tick.
Great process. Thank you.
Oh, we enjoy watching other artisans work.
Yeah. Love it when we have interaction. People
Yeah.
sponge. You can tell it's really wet out here.
Normally
This was like 3 days ago that I used this one.
Yeah.
And it's still wet.
Normally it
Hasn't
hasn't dried up. So now humidity in here, 76%.
Oh, it's dry today.
Speaking of which, I should get the, I should probably empty the dehumidifier.
Oh, yeah.
Here, have some more hot water. All the steam being from the hot water probably doesn't meet the humidity in here.
Yeah.
Well, it helps it go up.
Well, it helps it, in that regard. Makes the balls nice and thick. This one should be, going to.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Come on,
Because
let's go.
plates are actually fairly quick to throw because it's a large, low cylinder.
And those walls are what? About pinky thick? Compared to your hand.
Yeah, about that.
No. Not much. Probably just half a cup of water. Since
Yesterday.
was it empty yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe it was the day before, but it was afternoon.
Right?
Yeah, because yesterday we were kind of busy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, when the putter does manicures and fingernail polish, what could go wrong there, right?
Actually, it came out just fine.
Someday I hope to throw half. Oh, well, thank you. Also, it's practice.
Lots of muscle memory.
Yeah. And as long as the water's warm. My hands get cold. Oh. Okay,
So does that one need any undercutting?
I
Or is it
did
good?
some undercutting with the finger.
Okay, so I will keep this over here. Do you need to mark how wide you need to do your max width for the handle base?
I like that.
About
About 2 fingers.
You just showed the phone screen.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? That was silly of me. Yeah, that was all on the underneath side of
yeah.
that. I suppose it'd help if I actually cleaned them once in a while. But that would take time.
Work.
Well, that's less time I have for throwing.
Efficiency. They get clean enough while you're using them.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean on that bat you can see the scrape marks where she scraped it down with a tool right before taking that off the wheel head.
Now make a narrow cylinder to attach to the side of the
And
low
you're opening it up
line.
with your finger,
Yes.
not with your thumb.
Well, you really should do it.
But also
You're
when
like
you're making
this.
something that small.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, now that I have that opened.
Oh, here was suction there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter with this if you go almost all the way down to that, does it?
No. But if I leave a little thing on the bottom, it'll be another little mini plate.
Yes.
But Rosamund's watching. Good afternoon.
No.
And the reason why they get wider at the end, so you can get your fingers down there. I
Yeah.
have small fingers, but they're not real long.
Are you saying that it would be easier to do that with longer fingers?
Probably. Also, if you use like tools or something, but
You're not one to use a potter's thumb, are you?
that would be too small for the potter's thumb.
Yeah, it would. Because yes, you can use a wooden tool or basically a long finger shaped tool. No, I don't think you do. Well, there's this one which you pretty much never use.
Except when I'm doing large Greek pieces.
Yeah.
And then I go like this.
Because yeah, you use this is a large potter's thumb.
I don't want it any wider
Brace
than
that
that.
and use it to pull things up on the inside.
And up we go. Up and up and up.
And since you're doing this piece, the finished state will just get like a green glaze. You don't really have to worry about surface texture, do you?
No, actually, when you have some surface texture, it'll look kind of
It's
cool.
prettier.
Yeah.
I like that one skillet that someone asked us to leave deep throwing rings on the bottom
So
so they
they
get
have grill
marks.
Yeah. I don't remember her name.
No, we spoke to her this last.
Yeah, I don't remember her name.
No.
She was the one that had originally asked us to make cook pots.
Yes.
When
And the skillet with feet.
the skillet with feet.
Do you remember whether she liked the ones with feet or without feet better? Because I know she came up with.
She had both.
She had both.
I don't remember. And these are pretty thick walled too.
Well, yeah. And you basically cut
Then I'll just
and then
off
shape
with
it
his
to the
head.
side.
Yeah. Then you slip and score like you would any kind of handle, except this is kind of straight. And it's bigger at the end, that way you can get the stick in
More
there to move
melding
the
onto
paint.
it there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
My hands are all dry. Wearing those gloves yesterday.
yeah. Okay, so you're gonna switch back to the other plane now.
Yeah, then switch back over to the other clay.
Okay. Get your so this doesn't get layered between things.
Yeah, like that's never happened.
It's one of the reasons why you have spare sponges is sometimes you lose
Can't
one or
find them?
more of them.
They show up eventually.
Yeah. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Problem.
I don't mind doing special request shapes.
Let's see. That will probably finish out. That skill will probably finish out in the 9-ish range.
Yeah, that'd be a good moderate size.
Yeah. Because much bigger than that, and the pieces don't survive the fire as well, from what I've heard from the cooks.
Yeah. Also, especially the skillets, because
There's the
you have
differential
so
heat.
yeah.
All that surface area.
So you want to heat them evenly? Because we'll play.
It's like listening to very helpful,
Don't do
inspiring
practice. Yeah.
Because it's about, and that's what it takes,
That's
just to build the muscle memory.
Yeah. Now
Build the muscles in your fingers.
Yeah, we'll be a Kingdom Madness. That it should be done. It should be all done in glaze and everything by then.
What month was that one in?
It's in March.
March? Okay, cool.
And it's not that far away.
Yay!
It's here in Washington. It's east. That's what I remember. It is east.
And our concept of not that far away is also...
It maybe 3-4 hours.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
That's not that far away.
Compared to where we used to live, where everything was
a long drive.
Where not far away was anything less than 6. Less than 4 had to be local.
Yeah. Actually, the war was
the war. NW War was the closest one on here,
and that was the 3 to 4.
Yeah, depending on what, not so much the traffic, but depending on what state the road was in that year.
There really wasn't that much traffic.
No,
On 101.
no. It got the temperature in here high enough that the condensation started on the windows.
That's the window that the sun is hitting too. So.
Yeah.
In the summer, the sun hits that window. In the winter, the sun hits that
Oh.
window.
South.
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember if that was another one of the 20-ish ones or whether that was one of
There was the one that was sitting right there.
Not helpful. Unfortunately, I didn't start grouping them by size. I don't think that piece looks like it's large enough for that order. But it also depends.
I'll do some of the other bigger ones, bigger pieces that are sitting there.
Oh, that is very rotoscope looking. You can see the spirals through the thin points in the goo layer.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It looks like old film.
Yeah. That's
Where
kind
the
of
motion has that judder to it. It's a little free
That's
range.
another thing. There we go.
I will move it. And what I'll do is I'll take the stoneware back inside now.
We'll do that when we go in. You might forget.
There's 3 bags of clay and 1 person carrying it, and I can't do more than 2. I will carry it in now. Though I know we may possibly finish the porcelain.
Yeah.
It's so cold.
Flat. Go. How you doing?
Good afternoon. Oh. Yeah, back in where it's warmer. Yeah, there's a bit of a puddle on the floor now.
Did it overflow?
No, but it was when I was taking it away that there's drips of water. Actually, that might be big enough for that order piece.
It might be. I'll make a couple of pieces this size and shape.
It's a popular shape.
It's a very friendly, grippy shape.
Yeah.
I can make it the size for a small hand just by doing this. Because I have, well, small hands.
If I recall correctly, the person who made the order did not have big hands. And they wanted that grip.
Even people with bigger hands like the small
It's more
grip.
comfortable. saved containers. Let's see. Ah, there they are. And yes, you regularly. Actually, I can put a larger container down there now.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the same size. I'm gonna use this one. I can actually have it so it switches out.
Yeah.
There we go, because this one's full again already. Because I did dump some of the cold water out.
Yeah.
Of 2 containers.
Tool I'm looking for. It's always a matter of finding that tool I just set down.
So we'll gradually get to be clay splatters on that portion of deck and steps and stuff.
After we finish it come spring. It could probably really use it. Looks like it hasn't had a coat of whatever on it in a while.
Yeah, no, and there's stuff to do the coating of the wood sealant stuff. We found that in the garage.
Yeah, I know. It's just a matter of doing
Oh,
it.
that's nice, the pattern on that one.
Oh, that was a splat.
Yeah, that was a splat.
There.
And I'll take this photo form and put it in the going inside folder. The most annoying part of working with clay is not, itching your face. Mixed piece.
Back to it looking all just homogeneous color.
Drag the chair back over where there's some spillover heat.
Yeah. It does heat up the room though. It's already heated up to 55.
It's just checking out the piece you cut off there.
Yeah.
There's like 6 stripes. And considering the thickness of the clay, it means that it got like 6 laminations right there.
A hard chunk in the middle of this one. Right down the middle.
I'm sorry.
That was kind of like
It may have picked it up off the table.
right in the middle. Right dead center in the middle.
Better than in a wall?
Yes, but it was just kind of like
disquieting. And still it has a taper.
okay.
Typing with full fingers. There we go. Because that one's developed again, you can see it through there. I guess that's where your nails are digging in more.
Yeah.
Is there a hard chunk on the wall?
Well, I had to go somewhere, didn't it?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, because it didn't stay center bottom.
No, it was dead center.
In the lump?
In the lump. Top to bottom and side to side. And that's what it was kind of like.
Maybe
that
it was a
was
corner off of one of the bags then.
It was the porcelain.
You could tell which color it
I
was?
also saw what color it was.
Ah. Oh, that's porcelain for you.
But yeah, porcelain does feel a little bit different than the black clay. So.
Because I saw the catch on your fingers when you hit that lump. And because that one had that unevenness to it, I can see where it's pushed it out to the top of the piece.
Yeah. But that's good. If it comes up out the top, then I can cut the thing off.
Yeah. Unlike when you get like a thin spot in the
Or
side
a low
bottom.
density bit of clay.
Oh yeah, that has to be the worst. I finally figured out what the tick sound was. New container, it doesn't have any sludge level at the bottom. So you can hear the pit of the drop of the dripping.
I know what I do. Now that it's up there.
One, two, three,
Oh, here.
four,
You wanna-
5, 6, 7.
There you go.
There's 7 layers. I was gonna say, it's kind of like what you'd see with the cross section of puff pastry, but you don't want your clay to do that. That's called bloating, and it's one stage above melting.
That's the first stage of melting.
Yeah.
Start. She'll be downing. Good afternoon.
Hello. I have to see which book it was that had the So I went through 2 books last night looking for examples of skillets. I know there's. And it's like I have the mental image of there's one that had a couple of really good skillets, and I think one of them was.
We have a few books.
Some of those books, I said they just all blend together. But I'm pretty sure it was a book. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a museum page that I was looking at. Oh. Good shape on that one.
Yeah.
Despite the lump.
Can do. Let's do the whole Viking marking.
Oh, yeah, you're going to put Viking markings on that one?
So cool.
Yeah, they do.
And do the broader stripes too.
How often do you need to wipe the goo off when you're doing
Depends
the
on the clay. As horrible as that may sound, it all depends.
Well, it's mostly the porcelain in that stripe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bastard.
Yeah.
Scrape it off the lower part.
It's like the one piece, it was mostly on the outside. As the white was mostly on the inside, now we have the mostly the white on the outside. And it's kind
It was like that one piece. It was a small one that you threw quite some time ago, where all that was visible on the black black on the outside was just that one thin spiral. It was almost entirely white on the outside and almost entirely black on the inside.
yeah. It's kind of, you're no fun.
There's that. Let's see. At this point, you have 3, 5, 7. We have 4, 7, 10 more pieces. Probably we'll wait until you finish those before I cut you off any more pieces. Because that'll bring it up to like 17.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
See what the muscles are.
See what the muscles feel like at that point.
Yeah.
That was in 2 days if you didn't throwing it. Oh! Nuisance clay. Yes, she is now drying off the bottom of the lump. Because when you have wet on wet, they don't stick.
Especially with a smooth clay, because there's no grit.
Let's try that again. There we go.
The clay will move. The hands are not supposed to.
No.
I'd hit it slightly off center.
Yeah, I saw that. That should change how the spirals look on that one.
Yeah.
Because you had to force it back to center. At some point, maybe I should try moving the close cam to the other side, because that's the lead hand.
Yeah, maybe.
Because yeah, that's the hand that's on the outside, and it's just out of shot around the side of the piece.
What I do is I go like,
It doesn't work so well with the wheel spinning that direction, does it? Working with
I
that,
don't have any problems with it.
you have enough muscle memory.
Yeah.
I had problems learning to throw that way.
And it's good. Just do it the other way around.
It doesn't work like that for most people. I am
What you get used to.
Yeah.
Too.
There are some tools that I've used to lead with my right hand because they just don't function right with the other hand.
Of course, with this one, all you'd have to do is take the plug out,
Yeah.
turn it around. It reverses the polarity, then it would spin the other way. And then everything I'm doing this way
Would mirror.
would mirror.
Yeah.
It's spinning towards my fingers. On this side,
spinning counterclockwise.
it's spinning away from my fingers. So, but see if I do this.
See if it spin, catch. And that's
this.
Your fingers drag along the clay.
Yeah.
Rather than potentially digging in.
Yeah, because it was kind of like they want to go that way. With these ones, they want to go that way.
And that was the issue I had when I was in middle school and didn't have much hand strength.
And then they told you to just reverse it. They should have said just try it this way. You would have been better off.
Yeah.
You'd probably do better at it now that you're older and have more upper body strength. But you've gotten specialized in what you do.
Yes, I do a lot of hand-built and small carving.
Yes.
Like those Ottoman flasks, which I have to make another batch of.
Yes. I'm waiting for it to get a little warmer so things would actually dry.
Oh, I didn't get the fan going earlier. I'll do that in a little bit.
Okay.
Because we were so eager to go inside when we finished putting handles on
It was cold. And that room, it's the garage.
The garage does not have a heat source at the moment.
Well, its heat source is the kiln.
Its heat source is the kiln, and we haven't run it recently. Recently, in terms of heat in the garage, is within 2 days.
Yeah.
Because about 3-ish days out, you've pretty much lost all the positive heat.
And then we had snow.
And the snow did not help. But the other point, it's not gotten below about, I think the lowest temperature I've seen out there was 39.
Which is not bad.
Which is not bad, no.
We've seen much lower out here.
Oh yes, you mean like 19?
Yeah, that was something.
Yes, it was something.
You meant the puddle.
Yeah, you do have a fresh scratch on your upper lip from the kitten, don't you?
I do.
But said kitten likes to cuddle your face, so...
Yeah, she likes to curl up on the pillow next to my face. And Scott got woke up by the purring, which was very loud because it was right next to my ear.
And she does not have a soft purr.
And she was cuddling my face. I had kitty paws up my nose.
Little kitten toe beans up your nose.
Yes. And it was kind of like, at least it's not the claws. It's the things you think of when you're not all the way away. At least it's not the claws.
Yeah, it's not like she was hooking the inside of her nostril with a little kitten claw.
Yeah.
And at least we did trim her claws recently.
She didn't mind. She didn't mind the back ones.
The back ones were just fine, but oh no, she did
like
not like those front paws being mucked with. Not with those little clippers.
Well,
That was an
no
angry
clippers.
meow.
use sharper ones, it'd probably be less of a sensation.
Yeah. Because it was at that point that she was actually trying to bite the hand that was clipping her.
No. You took away the...
I took away the... Oh, do you want me to bring the image back?
Yeah, 'cause I was making more of those. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
My picture's fine.
Sorry, I bring it back. Yes, because she'll sometimes have source images or drawings on the board right over here.
There's an old drawing board.
It's an old drawing board, yes.
A big piece of masonite with a clippy on the top.
I think we started doing that because the drawing board was stored in the same room as the wheel.
Yeah.
And will I no longer have a wall in front of you to tack things to?
Yeah, it's true. The wall's behind me.
Yes.
I don't really want to tack things to that.
No, that's sighting.
Exciting. It's like the outside wall of the house.
And putting things on a drawing board next to you would be much better than hanging them on string from the ceiling. Just trying to think of ways that it would get used to get things in front of you. Ooh, that looks like a nice grippy shape. Oh, man, it's cold. One cold finger.
That would help.
Do you need more hot water? The water level's gone down. You seem to go through more water when you're doing the two-tone.
I think I might have told it too.
Yeah. Now I need to refill the kettle again.
Here we go. Reveal the pattern. And this one is just pretty even.
Cool. Yeah, it's about 50-50.
No, on my finger. Both these clays have that same gooey texture.
Yeah.
And they seem to heighten it when the two of them get together.
So they're extra gooey when you're using both of them?
Yes.
Oh, how charming.
You won't let go of my finger. Still really cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that
Yeah,
one has
there we
tight
go.
fitting back holes, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're all different. There we go. Then this is one of the newer mats.
Oh, yeah. That one doesn't have anywhere on the masonite yet.
Not yet.
Give it time.
They're ultimately disposable. They wear out.
Yeah. It's always
Give it a couple
disquieting
years.
when they snap when I'm trying to pop things off, though.
Yep. Not just you. I did that to one of them recently.
I don't give you a bad time to call you a brute when you do it, though.
But you are a brute.
Yes, I know.
You didn't quite try to kill your cousin with the tension pole.
He ran away too quick.
What would have happened if he didn't? I don't
know. I don't. Thinking that as a rational, full-grown adult, thinking about what I did as a child, it's probably all for the best that my cousin ran away.
Yes, he's always had a good sense of
Self-preservation?
Yes.
Not wanting to die or be concussed by his cousin.
Thing is he believed you were going to do it.
Well, I never. If I said I was going to do something, I did it. And apparently, me jumping down out of a ledge with a tension pole as a pole weapon just kind of scared the crap out of him.
And that's what happens to kids who grow up in the SCA.
We'd just come home from returning. And apparently there were pole arms and uses, all I have to say, considering what I did when I got home. And I can't have been that big at the time, because I was thinking about it. I remember the ledge being most of my height at the time.
Maybe 7. Big enough.
If only there'd been, youth armored combat at that time.
You would have not tried to take out your cousin with a
Yes, because one of the first rules is no hitting anyone who is not either A, in armor, and B, has a weapon.
Yes. These ones can't go too quickly because it's too bright.
Two different textures. So it requires lots of muscle control with those ones.
Yeah, considering one of them's porcelain. It's
Yeah,
more about control than about brute strength.
Yeah.
And the black one's also smooth clay. And once fired, it's porcelainous, which means it's as vitreous as porcelain.
The bright white stripe at the base now that you did that little bit of trimming. And there she is doing what cleaning happens to that. Mind you, this time you're doing it with your thumbnail? Is that the thumbnail that you practiced burnishing on?
Yes. I did both of them, but I did this one more.
I know you got kind of a high gloss on that one.
Yeah. And then we'll see if, well, it stays all polished. All burnished. It's not polished. There's nothing on it. I just kept, because I was basically sanding it to a fine finish.
Yeah, like you'd polish a gemstone.
Or metal.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, this is really good for the fingernail.
Oh, that one's got a nice small.
Got the supplies. We looked up directions on how to use them. Yes, I had to look up directions on how to
use nail polish, files, and all the different coats. And
yeah, because it's been more like 25 years or better since I'd even used fingernail polish. I never had any luck.
At least you'd used it as an adult. I had not.
I used it on you, and you were
yes. And the funny thing is, it was blue. And it's roughly the shade of blue that we ended up with once we layered those colors.
Yeah. Oh, it was kind of fun.
Oh yeah. As an art project.
As an art project. Ooh, look at all these colors. What do you mean there are different varieties?
Yeah.
Well, why do you have to have UV lights to
set it?
Set it. I don't think we want that.
No.
It was the nurse goes, oh, it smells so good in here. And I go, wah!
It says something about nurses that the scent of nail polish and acetone is a pleasant, nice smell.
I'd forgotten that how much I'd hated the way fingernail polish smells. And someone else goes, but it's kind of like it's just the root chuck at first.
Oh yeah, there was one time while I was putting the lid back on or taking it off of the acetone, and my nose got right over the top of it.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh nope.
Yeah. Early, I am not. I had to look up the directions on how to use these things.
No.
You meet the person that was the
recipient.
And his
Made them very happy.
And that was the
goal.
Someone's been in the hospital for 2 months.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
And she likes having her nails done. Her nails had grown out and all the polish was chipped. It looked sad. And there were nails that had been broken.
So good.
And had catches on them. And she got to sit there and have her nails all cleaned up and reshaped and everything.
And it was, okay, this is like when I'm flying burrs down on jewelry. Okay.
jewelry.
Yeah. And then they had the little snowflakes.
All the little
on.
gold snowflakes, yes.
They didn't come out. They were all over.
You
said
wanted to do a neat little row across the nail, and it did not come. It did not.
It just there was one on each
You would
nail.
have had to have really tiny tweezers to place those
It said use tweezers and
you need really tiny tweezers.
and to use special glue and it's good.
And we just stuck it to
Fingernail
the nail polish.
is really gooey.
Special concern when we purchased the gel variety.
And it was the brush on it is a different shape than it was 25 years ago. Like this should have been a surprise.
I had one person go, well, duh. It was the person we were applying the polish to. It's like, well,
changed.
duh. Of course it changed in 20 years.
Well, she was amused.
Yes.
This was a good thing.
Yes.
You should have fallen asleep when I was doing your toes.
It was so nice. And you were also rubbing her feet.
Yeah. Because it's...
It was a pleasant, happy thing, and she sounded very happy sleeping.
Very happy little smiles.
Yep.
It's nice. It's one of those things. It's just, it makes you feel good to make somebody happy.
Yeah. It's doing the happy things for other people. Starting to get a sunny.
Niku is watching.
No. And after this, we're getting on to more of the smaller pieces.
Yeah. I figured I'd do the big pieces.
And then work down to the little pieces.
Yes.
Which sometimes have really broad stripes because they cure quickly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's not so much play.
Nope. And I tried to get it so that there are some of them that went all the way down to 6 ounces. Which is not easy to do when you're measuring 2 different colors of clay.
Yeah, 3 ounces a week.
Yes. And especially when you're dealing with pieces that small, the black clay and the white clay have different densities. So if you want equal volumes of the 2 colors, you can't actually measure out even close to the same weight.
Yeah.
It's like
the black clay is
2.5
very
versus
dense.
3.5.
The black clay is very dense. Porcelain is very light for its size pieces. So, yeah.
It's a thing, even
It's to do
measuring
with
them out.
particle size.
Yeah.
Because porcelain actually has the larger particle size.
Yes.
Which I always found interesting because it's so smooth.
Porcelain is a primary clay. It's only been it's been laid down once. It's just it's a deposit that has not been eroded. Your colored clays, your black, your red, your what have you. Once it acquires a color, those are actually contaminants to the clay. Those are secondary clays that have been eroded and redeposited.
Yes. I was just saying it's why it's like that. But it always seems odd because you think it would be the smaller particle size.
You think that the smooth clay would have finer particles, where it's actually...
No, it actually isn't.
It has nothing to do with it, because
no, it doesn't.
The black clay is another smooth clay, but it has much finer particles than the white.
Yeah. Well, they're all modern clays are formulated.
Yeah.
They're not dug straight out of the ground.
Yeah.
That's a very dangerous thing to do, by the way, and don't do it.
Yeah, if you're to, there was a clay deposit in the area we used to live where there were potters who went down to this bank of clay at the riverbed and dug up what they called the blue goo. The blue came from the degrading serpentine deposits.
Which is arsenic.
You're talking arsenic and cyanide that was going into making that clay that blue color. So, and your skin readily absorbs that kind of stuff.
Could make things out of it.
And then, yeah, they were making drinking vessels out of it.
Oh no, I think that's all just full of hogwash. People just trying to scare you.
Oh
no, don't do it.
Like people are scared of falling off cliffs. There's a reason why fences are put in.
Yeah, but
significant philosophical differences.
You also don't know what the
melting.
Melting temperature. You don't want to ruin your kiln.
Yeah. It's generally recommended for if you do get into glaze or clay formulation,
Which was a fun
which is a fun course.
Oh, yeah.
Is you actually construct a box called a coffin, for good reason,
Yeah.
that you fire your samples inside of.
So in case it
Be it
melts?
in case it melts, or in case the glaze turns out to be much runnier than you thought it was going to, it flows down on into this coffin rather than onto your kiln shelf, potentially ruining it and anything below it.
Yeah.
And getting into the coils and destroying the coils, and yeah, you can.
And this has nothing to do with poisoning you. It has to do
No,
with ruining
destroying your equipment.
Yeah.
Or destroying your school's equipment.
Yeah. Because most of the time that's what it was.
Yeah. It was an entire class. There was, 30, 40 of us doing the glaze and clay formulation. Yeah. And a couple people who did the clay formulation did have their clay bodies melt. Ours didn't.
Oh.
It was a fun process, but once you formulate the clay, it also has to sit and age.
Yeah.
Because it just freshly mixed clay is not very plastic. It takes a while for all the particles to hydrate. Have Christopher Williams and Floyd Fugit. Oh, I'm watching. Hello.
Yeah. Get off her soapbox about that.
Oh, that one's got a really broad white blaze on one side.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting when it doesn't have the real clean spiral pattern.
Go.
Splat. There's one sort of moderate-sized piece, and then a plethora of little mini ones.
Mini minis?
Many minis.
Come on. There you go.
6 minis.
One too many lots.
One too many lots, yes. I think it's cool. Sometimes when those pieces come off the bat, they'll have this perfect little yin yang across the bottom. Is that piece skating? Oh, there it goes. Watched it grab. It doesn't take you much time to center at all.
No. I press in with this hand and push in with that hand.
And
push
her
down
elbows are between her knees.
Yeah. And push down with the thumbs. Kind of like that, kind of as a...
Which is the reason why you have those thumb muscles of doom. Never play thumb wars with a potter.
Yeah.
My youngest brother never seemed to catch on to that one.
I'll do it this time. Okay.
You're optimistic there, kiddo.
Okay. Well, and he couldn't.
And then he couldn't get his thumb free.
Didn't get his thumb back for a while. Yes.
The thing is you could have pushed down harder too.
I didn't press down hard enough what would hurt.
No.
Just so it would trap his thumb.
Completely.
And then I have to get a center. The proper way to do it is
both thumbs. Unlike what you did earlier with the handle for you opened it with one index finger.
Yeah. Well, it's also
it was very narrow.
But you have to be that's
a high level technique.
Yeah.
You have to have the finger muscles for it.
Yeah. You also have to know what the clay is gonna do.
Yes. And that was
I've really built up my muscles in my index fingers.
You've changed the ring size on your index finger by, what is it, a size and a half? Two sizes?
Yeah. It's really uncomfortable wear them.
I don't like wearing rings on my index finger because if it's tight enough so it doesn't slip over the knuckle, it cuts into the muscle.
No, still doing more of the
Black and whites.
swirly pieces.
It's just that when it came to naming them on the website, I couldn't use swirl because we'd already used swirl for a different design. No messages popping across the top there.
It's vibrating against the board.
It's like, I hear the buzz.
Hear the buzz.
So occurred to me, I could also look up over there to see whatever's on the screen. Like, there it goes again.
Yeah.
I'll have to check out to see what those posts are about later.
Yeah.
Because after we finish here, we will go inside and warm up again. It's not nearly as cold today.
Nearly so cold.
No. It's 56 in here.
It's balmy.
Yeah.
56 and 76 humidity.
Yeah, the humidity hasn't really changed. I can see a little stripe of white on the edge of that one.
You could do this with a tool.
Yeah, but you just do it with your fingertips.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why your fingernails end up funny shapes.
Yeah.
Of course, it also changed how your fingernails grow over the years, hasn't it?
Yep. They grow faster. It was out of self-defense.
Yeah,
because
you're grinding them off.
For a while, I was grinding them past the quick.
And that would affect it.
So it would take it not more than 24 hours to grow.
You go, no.
They actually started getting thicker, too. And really thin, soft fingernails.
And now you have average thickness soft fingernails?
Now they're just mildly thin.
Rather than
And
exceptionally?
Soft. Yes. They're still soft.
I'm not sure if mine are all that thin, but they're soft. It's probably another reason why you never really got into the whole nail polish thing.
No, because it would come right off. Because my fingernails would bend.
And the polish at that
crack right off.
I wonder if you'd have less problem with that with the gel, because it's supposed to be stay gooier. But yeah, nowadays we just grind it off, scrape it.
Well, I also did ceramics when I was in high school.
So you learned firsthand what happens to your nail polish with.
After you do the throwing, it's kind of like
what nail polish?
Yeah, sometimes it's completely gone, not even a trace.
Wow.
I really don't want that in my clay.
No, you don't want that kind of inclusion.
No.
That could like go boom. Or melt funny, or just nasty.
Bad. Not to mention, don't need anything like that on my finger.
No. Maybe for solidarity, paint them up like right before we leave for an event or something.
Yeah. And we'll see if they'll last through the weekend. There. That's what happens when they don't stick. They're all funky.
Was that going to be a beaker shape?
Yeah, that one's a beaker shape.
Cool. This time it's not snowing on me when I'm carrying the pieces down to the other half.
Was the other day.
And
It's kind of pretty.
I do admit to, sticking my tongue out and trying to catch the snowflakes. Because I could. And then go right back inside where it's warm.
Yeah. That's good. Hot. Oh, there you go. Nice little clay.
Now it's more white on the outside. I closed my sleeve in the door.
That was clever.
Thank you.
Anytime. There we go.
I can't do 3 at once. Well, I could if both doors were open, but not with just one door.
Gooey hands. They're both ooey and gooey. And after this, five little minis. And tomorrow, hopefully this glue to be dry enough to attach the handle.
Best to keep the warmth in here. And now onto the smokies, which will take a lot less time to grow.
Yeah.
I shifted weight and part of my ankle popped. I think it was a good thing.
Well, let's hope so.
It popped in the area that is hurt the most, so I think it's good.
It'll either be really good or really bad.
Well, it doesn't
Only time will
hurt
tell.
after it popped. Thank you.
When I was younger, I used to sprain my ankles all the time, so I guess I have the more callous, warped sense of here when it comes to things like that. To sprained ankles. Because ankles are stupid. This one even has spirals on the inside. That's kind of cool. Doesn't always work out that way. Little itty bitty piece. Smack. Onto that. No, it's a small piece of clay when it hides underneath my hands.
I think I'm going to just stay inside where it's warm for a few minutes now.
Yeah, you let someone warm your arm.
I know. It was cold walking through it too. Ooh, the shape of a belly. It must be one of the little 6-ounce pieces. And it's like, what piece of clay? There's nothing there. It looks like the white may have ended up at the center of that one.
Either that or just on top.
Yeah. Cleaning off the bottom edge.
Yeah.
I love the feel of the bare clay on these guys.
Yeah. Really good for filing your fingernails if you have a catch or broken on
True.
something.
Very true. I think we've
Ask
both
me
done
how I
that.
know.
Great fingernail files. Oh, you should do one of the little globy shaped ones.
Yeah. Do that one the next one.
Yeah, because this one has a largely defined shape already. Cool. Oh, that one's got some nice stripes. Splat. Splat.
Off my hands. A while, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, it's a gooey.
Janice Render, good afternoon. 4 more
It's like those
swirly pieces to
that
put
go
on.
on some of the fingers with moving the bats.
I did this one is a little gloopy one. It should
Do-
stick
do
on
it.
this one, it's all.
Yeah, that's a rough textured one, isn't it? Stick. Stick. Sticking.
Got stickage.
Got stickage. Go inside, have something warm for lunch. No, we had lunch. Well, we had fresh
have
bread
tea
out of the oven. That was very
We had bread and cheese. It was a very peasant lunch.
yes.
There
Fresh,
was
hot basil bread
bread.
and soft spreadable Dublin or cheese. It was very good.
It was bread day.
And there's an example of a cylinder. Yes, it was definitely bread day. This is an example of the fact that, yeah, when you're throwing cylinders, you can do them a whole bunch of different sizes.
Yeah.
When you recommend doing the cylinder exercise, is there a size of piece?
Want something that's going to comfortably fit in your hands. In which case, it all
It depends on the size of the
your
hands. So
Yeah.
it should be something double fist size?
Yeah, probably be the. But the thing is, it's really dependent.
It also depends on your upper body strength.
Yeah.
And yes, she's chatting and not looking at what she's doing while she's doing this.
All of a sudden, you're looking at them. Is there something wrong?
No, I was just looking down and watching the shape appear.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I'm always wondering where the dark and light will end up on these pieces. Particularly the small pieces because they throw quickly. You don't have a chance to see through the fingernail marks where which color is.
Looks like a little urn.
I like the urn shapes.
Yeah. Let's see.
What does it look like? Get the tool all clean. Nice. Yes, and a word of warning for people who are watching a potter in person. If you get this close to the wheel, you're within splash range. You will get it in the face. At some point.
Oh, favorite things to do when I was demoing at the fair was
Offer to shake people's hands?
yeah, shake someone's hand. I shake my hand, and
Those horrified children who are like, okay, I'll do it.
my hand's dirty. It's okay. I got some the macho young men with the pretty muscles. Yeah, shake hands. There's a group of their buddies, and one of them will invariably it'd be one of them that would actually fall for it.
Yeah.
I did have a water basin and a towel
for people to wash off.
Yeah.
Mind you, by the end of the day, that water was
pretty banky.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of like you see the little kingpin going, and once or twice it was the parent going. And I go, there's water and a towel right there.
And you generally did the offer when you were using the white clay, something that was not going to stain. And you're like, either you wash it off over there, or you wait for a while until it dries, and then you just powder it off your hands. There you get a little tiny piece, and a great big bat.
Well, that next bat down's pretty much.
Yeah, that's a pretty grody looking bat.
This one.
That's another one the same size.
Can tell the last thing on here was
that was late. See the ghost markings from the prior pieces. And it's centered.
Yeah.
Are really large pieces harder for you to throw, or really small ones?
Unfriendly clay are harder to throw.
Unfriendly clay. What defines unfriendly clay?
Things are either A, too hard, B, soft and squidgy everywhere, like that batch not that long ago.
Or C, inconsistent?
Yeah.
Of those three, which one's worst? Wet, sloppy, hard, or inconsistent?
Well, wet is usually inconsistent, so the too hard just wears out the muscles quickly. So
it's too hard, it's a fatigue thing. Uneven doesn't want to throw.
Yeah, it wants to go in all different directions all at once. If this wasn't the same consistency.
Yeah, there are times where you've had issues with doing this because one was softer or harder than the other.
Yeah, had one time that one was
on the soft side and one was on the hard side.
And one was just trying to wrap around the other. I was kind of like, oh, that's not friendly.
Where the soft clay became the icing for the harder clay.
Yeah. And with large or small, you have the things where the small, it's all more about control.
And fine finesse.
And well, the large, you have to be able to muscle it. If my muscles are already tired, I'm not going to have any of that. It's like when doing the large Greek amphoras.
Which consist of several large pieces.
Yeah.
That are then assembled.
Yeah. And doing 3 of those in one day probably wasn't the wisest move in the world.
No.
So I ended up with sore muscles after that one. If I only do 1 or 2, it's fine.
So what you're saying is 2 amphora are okay, 3 amphora not okay.
Because each amphora is 3 pieces, and it's like pretty close to 2 whole bags at that point too.
Yeah. Actually, the time when we made 3 amphora, it was over 2 bags.
Yeah.
So you threw over 50 pounds. It was probably close to 60 pounds of clay that day that you threw. Because each amphora body half is 100 ounces of clay, 100 to 120.
And how many pounds is that?
6-ish. It's the 6 to 8 pound range. Even if you round it called 17, it's between the two pieces. Say 6.5. So it'd be 13 pounds of clay, and then 2 pounds for the neck. So it's 15 pounds of clay a piece. That's a nice shape. Little globy guy.
Little globy guy.
He's just got more or less one spiral that tracks all the way up. Cool. 2 more pieces.
Well, we really have to go get those towels cleaned.
I know.
I'm looking at that one.
Do you need a fresh towel?
Yeah.
Here, check
It
that.
started off light green.
Check it in the bucket. And I'll get you.
Oh, it's stuck.
It stuck the landing?
Yeah, it's stuck to the. Well, it's kind of full.
Yeah. You.
We're gonna take this to a laundromat.
Just join. Hello.
Oh, that's people's.
It's more people's.
More people's.
2 more pieces.
2 more pieces.
You already have a bat on the wheel.
I found the smaller one for now.
Okay, cool. So you have.
Those. It's a big one. It's a big one. It's big. Smaller one.
Yeah, because we recently purchased some more of the larger ones because some of our plate ones had
Died.
met their end.
Like this one, which has
That one's got a crack across the surface.
in the middle. It's starting in the middle on this one, not on the edge.
Yeah, we seem to have had one batch where the cracks are just starting right in the middle. Those are generally the ones that make the most disquieting cracks when they
meet their end.
When they meet their end. Doesn't take much to open those up, does it?
No. You can't get your whole hand around it.
No. Because they're wee.
These little ones, it's all about the fine little touches.
It's like when you have your term that you generally call it the big guy pottery.
Yeah.
There is a specific style of pottery that is generally thrown by large male figures.
Yeah. Well, they throw the big pieces. There's big guy pottery. Pottery thrown by big guys. They have the size and the mass and the leverage. Don't have size.
No, you don't have that leverage.
I have
your lever arms are much shorter.
Yeah. I have stubbornness. Stubborn pig-headedness. I'm going to get this piece done. But no, one instructor in college, he would do the whole thing of throwing 50 pounds at one time. Of course, it was pottery demonstration. He'd be answering questions through the whole thing, and it would take 1 to 2 hours.
50 pounds. That's a lot
of clay. He's big.
Yeah.
What's his name? Who didn't like to wear his hearing aids in class?
Oh, him. Jim.
Jim. Yes.
I remember him.
He was a really good instructor.
Oh, yeah.
He got to the point where after a while,
he's like, I don't understand what you're doing. That's what we make.
No. Well, he also, after a while, he didn't realize that he couldn't hear the women in class.
I remember that.
So it was the guys who would. She had this question that was this, but because people, it wasn't in.
So consistent. He'd just not hear it when one of the females were asking a question because of the tone of the voice.
It was the tone.
What is the largest you are comfy throwing?
Oh.
Probably those Amphora house.
Let's see, we did one that was bigger than. Oh yes, that bowl.
Oh yes, the bowl for Kathan.
Ethan.
Oh, don't.
Oh yes,
Got to do the stretchy bit.
that was.
And not only was that a very large piece, that was also
I thought it'd be really clever. He commissioned
a wash basin.
a wash basin. It had to fit in. He got the stand. It was a pre-existing hole, so I had to make it. And okay, he wanted that for events, so I do it at a really instead of you
That
have
was-
the ones with the 60 grit in it. I thought, oh well, they also make the 30 grit.
You
We'll
had
make
30.
it stronger. It was 22 inches across.
I think for that we did like half a bag of clay. So that was like 12 pounds.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
And it really did not shrink as much as we thought it would.
No, that
We neglected one very important detail.
this was God, how long?
30
That was
grit shrinks
This-
less.
This Kathan, he now lives in Portland area.
Yeah.
Kathan and Lena, they
think
had
we
just
did.
moved to California.
Yeah. I think we did that. That bowl must have been 6, 7 years ago. Easy.
Easy.
We were doing the Italian stuff, but it was fairly early on that, I think,
It's good. I
because it was the Drew to
I
long feather
don't-
pattern.
tried to do a full bag.
No. Plus, the motor on those wheels does start to complain.
Yeah. Well, this one says 50. It's supposed to be able to do that, but I wouldn't try it.
No. I think it's 50 is its give out level.
Yeah. But
Last
do
piece.
things, and it's kind
But yeah, probably 12 pounds.
of yeah.
And
But don't throw with 30 grit.
no.
It was only 30. We did that once. Well, we only got the one bag. Also, it didn't shrink as much as
We
the
got a full
other.
box because I also made the Mycenaean grills out
Oh
of it.
yeah, but also warped a lot.
Warped
too.
horribly.
Yeah.
Did not like that clay.
But the size that I throw, the largest that I throw on a regular
average.
base, it would be like the M4 pieces. Those are
Is
probably
it like
the
8 pounds?
Probably
Yeah, 8 pounds. Because I was thinking,
That'll actually take me a few minutes to center.
yeah.
It's also, and it's kind
Because
of
10 pounds would be 160.
and I have to, and
Yeah,
that
you
takes a
really
little.
have to brace.
Yeah. And well, more than that, I couldn't really cause myself a mischief.
Yeah, so it'd be 8.5 pounds.
Yeah. I know it's how big of a piece. What? That's, I usually throw whatever I throw, but yeah, there is. Anybody's going to have their upper limit.
Yeah. Yours
Physical
is about
limita-
12.
Physical location limitations.
Cool.
I have a big guy friend who 5 to 10 pound bowls are his small bowls.
Which are my huge ones. Interesting to hear the physics of a larger frame being able to throw larger pots easier. Yeah, just the dynamics.
Yeah, it's also the fact as you get older, your joints sometimes are not unused.
I was just thinking back to the old PBS cartoon Eureka, where they demonstrate the different length lever arms,
Yeah,
displacing different weights with different amounts of force.
oh yeah,
Your arms are lever bars.
yeah. My lever bars aren't that long.
Nope.
Also, it's throwing the really tall pieces get uncomfortable. It's not the throwing part; it's the fact that it gets really close to my face.
And you're farsighted.
And I'm farsighted. I don't like things close to my face. I know it's a silly thing because it's good. Like
It's a perfectly valid thing.
it probably has a lot to do with the fact that I'm farsighted. I do not like things close to my face.
Which is another reason why you do the really tall pieces in thrown sections.
I'm sure that's the way they were made, though.
Yeah. But it also
Because
makes
you have, something about
that's how they get those
gravity.
extreme shapes on the amphora.
It's gravity.
You throw two large bowls and you join them.
Yeah. Now wait, that's how you get those really graceful, beautiful, gloomy shapes.
They weren't thrown all in one go.
Also, you have things that are right angles.
Or have the really tiny bases.
Yeah, those little tiny bases are also thrown separately, not attached.
It was with the that it starts with the L or O. It's the tall
Lakythos?
Lakythos. Yeah.
I get to be the repository of all those Greek shape names.
Making them's the easy part. Remembering the names, on the other hand. I'm not good
It's
at
like the
remembering
Cantheros,
names.
which look like, your classical trophy shape.
Yeah.
The Rhytons, which are drinking horn-esque, generally with animal heads. But not always. There's also ones that are shaped like beet or crab claws.
Body parts.
Or various portions of the human anatomy, like the one we have on order.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting to make.
Yeah. We'll see if Facebook throws it.
If Facebook throws a tizzy over that one.
Yeah, they haven't blocked one of our art pieces yet that are Roman inspired.
Yeah.
This should give you an idea of what shape that it is.
Greeks put everything on their pottery. Romans sculpted everything.
Yes.
But I think that writing that we'll be making, pretty sure that one is Greek.
Yeah.
Ooh, look, the bat's cleanish.
That's all they ever get is cleanish.
That's good enough. Okay.
And voila.
And that was the last piece. And you're starting to move up and down like your back's starting to get tired.
Yeah. Well, it is oddly enough. What? Because it is oddly enough.
Okay. So, thank you everybody for interacting today.
Yeah.
And our next throwing session may be platters, which will be away from the this.
We'll be attaching
But
the handle.
But yeah, we'll bring the handle of the skillet back up here to do the attachment.
Yeah.
So that people can see that being attached.
Yes.
See people next time.
Bye-bye.